Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. So today's video is all about the first 3 charms that Pandora released for their 20th anniversary celebrations. So Pandora first came out with the charms and bracelets in the year 2000, and before that they did make silver jewelry. I think they also did occasional gold pieces. I'm not sure about that, but they didn't do charms until the year 2000. I think Pandora was founded in 1982, but as I said, they first released their charms and charm bracelets in 2000. So to celebrate 20 years of making charms, they are doing they're releasing 12 charms, one each month on the 20th of each month, and these are some of their best sellers from the past 20 years that they're re-releasing with a special 20-year hallmark on somewhere on the charm. So what that is 20 with a crown on top, so that just indicates that this charm was specially made for their 20th anniversary celebrations. So I was lucky enough to get the first 3 charms that they have released so far: January, February, and March. And I have to say, it's not easy getting these charms. They're very, very limited. When they said limited edition, I don't think anybody realized how limited they're going to make them. And as I said, I've been lucky enough to find the first 3. I don't know if I'll be able to find one or more or all of them going forward, but I'll try my best. But you know, with the way things are going, it's quite possible that not all of us will get all the charms, because as I said, they're really hard to find. So let's go ahead and see what those charms are. And the first month they released the strawberry. The second month, that's February, it was the frog. And the third month was the queen bee. So that's for March. So this is the strawberry charm, and it's beautiful. I think strawberry was one of their first charms they ever released. I think they came out with the first 12. I'm not sure. As I said, I didn't collect Pandora at that time, so I'm not sure, but I know that strawberry is one of the first few charms that they released, and I love this little thing. It's really small. It's all silver. It has oxidized details where the seeds are and where the leaves are. You can see all these oxidized details, and right in the middle it has that hallmark with the 20 and the crown on top. So that's the first one. That was for January. I do not have the original strawberry, so I cannot compare that over here. But yeah, that's the first month. The second one they released, which was February, is this frog. Now, I don't think this was one of the first charms that they released, but it apparently was a very popular one. So they're not saying the first 12 charms they released, they're saying best sellers from the past. So for February they did frog, and I think they did it because it's a leap year and we had an extra day in February this year. So this is the frog. He's really cute. I love the details on him. Again, the oxidized details on this are not very consistent, at least not the charm that I have. If you look at the smile, it has some oxidized detail, but it's missing some on one side. But I think as time goes on, it will oxidize on its own. And yeah, it's a very smooth charm. There are the marks on that. And on his belly, you have the hallmark. Again, I do not have the original, so I cannot compare the two. But this was the February charm. And I got this online. The strawberry, I got it online. It was a little hard to find, but I was able to find it after a few minutes. But and able to buy it online, and it came no problem. I stayed up until 12 at night ordering this one, and as I said, I had no issues. I got up in the morning, it was still in stock. If I had wanted, I could have had ordered more. The frog, on the other hand, again, I stayed up until midnight and I tried ordering it but couldn't find it on the site. When I did find it, it said page not found. It was an ordeal trying to find it. Somebody gave a workaround on how to get it into your bag. I did that. I ordered it. It went through. I got a confirmation email saying that they've got my order and they confirmed it, and then they said I'd get a shipping email once my charm ships. So I was very happy that I got this charm. But an hour later, not even, a few minutes later, an hour later, they sent me an email saying that they're canceling my order. No reason was given. And yeah, so I actually found this charm with the help of a dear, dear Pandora sister. If it wasn't for her, I wouldn't have this charm in my collection. So yeah, props to this Pandora community, because I saw a lot of people trying to help each other, trying to, helping each other, because a lot of us couldn't find this charm online, weren't able to order it. So everybody came together and tried to help each other out, which was just amazing. So that's the frog. Then the last one I have on here, which is for March, which is this month, I have the queen bee. And again, you can see the oxidized details. I love the crown. And on her belly, you have the 20th hallmark. Said, love the details on her. She is an all silver charm. The original charm, the crown, is 14 karat gold, but this one is all silver. This was again another very hard to buy piece. Again, so after the frog launched and so many people had issues, me included, we wrote to Pandora lots of emails, I guess, on comments on their Facebook page and their Instagram. And since we didn't know when exact time it was going to release, we just assumed it would be 12 midnight. So we did that. But for the queen bee, I think they looked at all the criticism they were receiving. So they said, okay, this charm is going to release on the 20th at 10 a.m. Eastern in the US. So I'm ready. I went online at 8:45 a.m. because I'm in Central Standard Time. So 10 a.m. EST for me was 9 a.m. So 15 minutes before that, I logged on. I made sure I was logged in into my Pandora account and everything. And as soon as 9 o'clock rolled around, which was the release time, I started searching for it. And I looked and I looked and I tried different combinations of search criteria, and this charm just wouldn't pop up. Finally, I thought I would try with the item number. So I went on the Art of Pandora blog. From there, I got the item number and I searched with that, and I finally was able to see her. So I quickly finished that transaction. But again, and this is like 4 minutes after the release, so at 9:04 a.m. CST, and it was already out of stock. So I was able to get my order in, but since I had been able to order the frog as well, I was very apprehensive if I was going to get a cancellation email saying they couldn't fulfill my order. So for the next literally 24 hours, I was, so on the tenterhooks. I didn't know if my order had actually gone through or not. So the next day they did send me a shipping notice, but again, with everything going on in the world with coronavirus, it took a few days for it to come to my house, and I was apprehensive the whole time. But long story short, I did receive her. Again, lots of people were not able to, so it's kind of sad the way, you know, we couldn't even find it on site. So I guess Pandora still needs to fix some things. Maybe just make more of these because it's just too limited and lots of people want it, and I'm sure they can still make it limited but not that limited so that more people can get it. But anyways, I've been rambling a lot in this video, but I have a lot of thoughts about this. Anyways, I do have the original queen bee, so I'll show that to you now. So this is my original queen bee, and this is the new 20th anniversary queen bee. And as you can see, they're very similar, but there are some differences. Now, I don't know if it's just my eyes or it's actually that the older one is slightly longer in the torso. I don't know, maybe it's the 20 playing tricks with my eyes. The crown I know for sure is different. The crown on the new one has these beaded details at the top, whereas the older queen bee has a spiky look to the crown. And I love both of them a lot. I love it with the 14 karat gold crown because I love two-tone pieces. So when I first heard that the 20th anniversary queen bee was going to be all silver, I wasn't too sure about it, but after I got it, I have to say I really love her. I love the shape of her crown. It's just beautiful. That's the back. But otherwise they're very similar. Just very tiny differences here and there, if you can see. But otherwise, yeah, very similar. Oh, and I forgot to mention, each one of these charms comes with a certificate of authenticity. The reason they're different is these two I bought online and this one was bought in store, the frog. So it's a little different of an authenticity card than the other two. But yeah, I'm very happy to have been able to get the first 3 charms that I've come out with. As I said, I'm not sure if I'll be able to get any or all of the remaining 9, but I'll try my best. And yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.